Hello and welcome back to Bon Voyage Cruise Travel. Today I am in Cozumel with a excursion that is going to be to XCARET. And some people wonder, is it worth the long travel time because it happens to be in the Playa del Carmen area. So I will be covering that and showing you my day, and with over 40 cruises under my belt, I do have a lot of experience when it comes to cruising and travel, and so I will show you this day and provide tips and personal insights to make your travel day the best and what to avoid. So let's get started. I wanted to do something a little different. I'm with my daughter this time, and I thought, let's go explore something I've never done. So that's why we chose XCARET. Our journey began early in the morning on the Regal Princess, docking in Cozumel.
So we make sure that
Okay, nice and early. 5:50. We're ready to go.
These early mornings are kind of bringing me down.
Breaking you down.
They're breaking me down, actually.
I have my tickets in orange. The lines are a little long at the International Cafe, but I made it. So we're in Cozumel. The only way to get to XCARET is via ferry. And because this is a shore excursion by the ship, the Regal Princess, they provided transportation to and from Playa del Carmen, and also a bus took us to the actual facility with a guide who led the tours if you were interested, and also a return back. So opting for the shore excursion meant seamless transportation directly from the ship to the park's gates. It's a choice I highly recommend for those looking to maximize their time and minimize their stress. There are ferries that go to Playa del Carmen, and it is $25 round trip, and they depart about every hour. But just so you know, there is not direct transportation from the pier in Playa del Carmen to XCARET, because you'll have to either take a taxi, which would be around $75, or you could take a bus, which is inexpensive, a few dollars, but you'll have to walk into the park, which is about 1.5 miles. So in the interest of time, I think this is probably your best option because of the limited time that you have. All on board time was, I believe, 3:30 or 4, and that was on ship time, and then Cozumel time is different, so just keep that in mind as well. This tour costs $125 per person, which was pretty reasonable because entry fee into the park is $99. The ride was about 40 minutes each way, and the bus to XCARET Park was about 15 minutes each way. So there you are losing time for that. It's a great big park with various areas to explore, all about Mexican culture, and it really is done quite well. I've spent a lot of time in Mexico, so I can say that what they have are really good replicas. There is a bird aviary, Mayan village, butterflies, restaurants in the Caribbean Sea with swimming and more. We didn't do any of the shows for the evening things because we left at 2:30. So our time there was from 9, right when it opened, till 2:30. I had done my homework ahead of time, and I knew that the underground rivers take a lot of time, and I wanted to experience that leisurely. So when the guide issued us our wristbands, I asked if we could do the park on our own and meet back at pickup time, and he agreed. So I downloaded the XCARET Park app and figured out how to get to the rivers first. The Ruta del Rio, the Black Line, way at the other end of the park. I knew there were 3 rivers. Some were in total cave darkness, but the guide recommended the Maya River, which was the blue line, and that's what we did. My tour was going on a foot excursion around the park and doing the river second, but I knew that I wanted to do the Rio Maya first. It's a tip I can't stress enough. Starting with the river early in the day means fewer crowds and a more serene experience, and that's one of the tips I'd like to share with you. So they have locker bags here at the Mayan River Park, and it's free. They give you the key, and they're transported downstream waiting for you at the end. So it saves you time. So you don't have to use the lockers over here that are $10, which would make you have to backtrack and you lose time. And we are on a limited time, so we're going to do this and meet our bags down at the end. And then the life vests over here are free of charge. Secure and incredibly convenient. It really does allow you to immerse yourself in the whole experience without worry. This would be hard to do as a big group. I'm very happy that I did this. It's just freezing. It's refreshing, a little cold.
Just jump in. Just once you put your shoulders in, it's fine.
Yeah. Just trying to get in here. Ooh. Oh, it's kind of deep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so you have to swim. It's a bit of a swim from there. There's quite a bit of swimming, and then you can't stand, so this is the Mayan route. There's 2 other routes. The Maya route is 50% outdoor light and 50% caves, and it features crystal clear water along with several recreated archaeological sites, including miniature pyramids and temples and some sculptures and carvings. And they do provide a modern day glimpse into Maya civilization. There's sounds of exotic birds and Mayan music floating in the air, so it is really an immersive experience. And there are a few places to touch the ground, but the majority of the time you are floating and swimming. The right side of the river has ropes that you can hold on to for a break. There are 3 places to exit if you don't want to do the swim, but you do have to remember your bags are all the way at the end. Where are you, Libby? I said we can do it, we're almost done, but this is really pretty. They did a really good job with this. As I was swimming, I was starting to realize that the beauty about this whole thing is the freedom to explore at your own pace. And I'm glad I chose to step away from the group because I seem to have more of a personal connection with the park. So it's a decision that might not be for everyone, but for those comfortable with navigating a theme park solo, I think it was really rewarding to do that. Well, I guess this other river ends up over here too. I think a few different routes end up in this one area, and everybody is here. And then you go find your station, and our station's 23 for where we left our stuff, which is right over here. So that was really fun. You put your things in the locker and get situated and do all this. You're going to need at least an hour and a half. The river time isn't an hour and a half, it's just the whole process, I think. At the journey's end, not only are our belongings safely returned, but there's showers and changing areas that are readily available. It's these thoughtful touches that make XCARET a destination that is really a good experience. Beautiful flamingos. Right out of the Mayan River exit is what you'll see here. There's changing rooms to change. They do have towel rental. The sand is so beautiful. And this is what the coast looks like this way. Wow. Looks like volcanic rock here. Beautiful. So we're right on the Cancun side now. This is what you get when you walk right out of the river area. So it's more sunbathing. There's palapas in the shade. Really nicely set up here. So we just bought some snacks and now we're headed. If you go right out of the Rio area, the river area, you go past what I just was showing you, hang a left, you run into the beach area. I guess this is man-made. So it looks like we're at maybe a restaurant, so we're going to borrow it for a moment to just sit down after our extensive swim. It's under construction. But anyway, you follow these lines. Like there's a black line to the beach and the rivers, and this white line goes to the butterflies, jaguars, and the Mayan village. We have like a not a real cemetery. It's colorful. So this is a place that's kind of, refabricated. They have a Mayan village. They show the cemeteries, they show candles. There's clay making. It's a chocolate workshop, butterfly pavilion, ceramic painting. That's a great kind of, it's like a theme park. It's done really tastefully. It's the Aviary map. You have golden eagle, vultures, toucans, quetzal. Birds down there. This is really a pretty place. Wow, you're so sweet. You're just right out there. So pretty. This is more like a kind of a zoo. So it's got some, Mayan structures to look at, but there's a lot of animals in here, a lot of birds, and they're free. They're kind of protected by a net above. Seeing here the Ojo de Bujo and the Morpho Azul. It's in their natural habitat with the net very, very high up, but there are lots of blue ones. Never seen that before. So pretty. Real site that I saw in Cozumel. Swimming with the manatees. Las Rocas is right over by the water here, so you have a beautiful. It's right off of the ending of the river. Honestly, after you do that, you get kind of hungry. So this is the type of menu they have. Very nice. We got vegan tacos. And we got guacamole with that too. Little beach they have too, and there's a restaurant up there. But anyway, they're doing a little routine here. Reconnecting with my group at 2:30, I thought about how fun that was to do. From 9 to 2:30, the park was ours to discover. From the waters of the Rio Maya to the life of the Mayan village and our lunch and everything, so I really did enjoy that. Venturing through XCARET, whether it's as part of a group or on your own, you will have a great time. And if you are inspired to explore, just remember that you can do this however you'd like. It's yours to decide. We'll have to leave the evening activities they offer for another time, but it was a great experience. There are a lot of ships here today. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ships that I can see. It's like a parking lot. So if you have found this helpful or informative, or you've learned something, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing. I do have a playlist on the Regal Princess and everything it has to offer and everything we did, so check that out. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep exploring and creating unforgettable memories.